there, if you're new here, my name is Maki and I'm the Nerd Reseller. This channel is all about learning with each other so we can grow together. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button if you want to go in this journey with me. Thank you. I have seen lots of people talking about online retail arbitrage recently, and the reason for that I think is because of the coronavirus. But I think that retail arbitrage and online retail arbitrage, it's a skill that most of the resellers should have, at least the basics, because you can run on stuff so much cheaper, and those are quick flips. If you can go to TJ Maxx on the right day and buy a Free People blouse for $3, you can flip it for $10 if you want on the same day. I'm not an expert by any means, but I do have been trying to learn more because I actually like reselling clothes that are brand new with tags. I did a couple of videos talking about retail arbitrage before. I'm gonna link here on the top one of them that I'm giving you a few tips about retail arbitrage, and in this video I want to give 10 new tips about retail arbitrage. If you didn't check this video, I think this video is really useful if you're beginning on retail arbitrage. So tip number 1, try to not buy on websites that everybody's buying, because if you want to look for something on Macy's, yeah, you can find something that you can resell, but there is a lot of people looking on that website. So either the item that they have there is not that good, so nobody wanted to buy it to resell, or you're gonna have lots of competition because everybody's buying the same item and everybody's trying to sell the same item. And don't forget that the percentage of money that people want to take back from their investment is different from person to person. So for example, I like to try to get at least 50% back of all the clothes I get. It's not always that I can do that, but usually I can, because I buy from a price that I expect that I can get at least 50% back. And it's not always like this. If you find something that you know that you can flip fast, it doesn't matter how much you pay as long as you are sure that you can make a profit. It's risky, but it's worth it. Just don't forget that those websites that are too famous, like Nordstrom Rack, Macy's, or the websites of the brands, those are kind of easy to find. So those are the sites that you want to avoid. But also, those are the safer sites. So if you're not so sure about retail arbitrage and you think it's too risky for you to go to a website that you don't know, you can either buy from those websites or you can do your research. And if you think this website that is more underground is trustable, you can make a small purchase, and if everything comes alright, you can buy more later. The second tip that I have to give you is that items that the store has less on the stock can be better for you to buy, because if the item was sold out, there are people looking for it. Either people that are going to wear those clothes, or resellers that think that those can be worth it to resell. Also, if you can buy all the items that they have on stock, if they don't have too many, because don't go crazy on that, but you can do just one listing for the same item, which is great for you because it saves some time. But also, this website's not gonna be your competition anymore. So if somebody's gonna research to see if the price you're offering is fair, if this website shows on their research, it's gonna be on sold out, so they're not even gonna care about it. Tip number 3 is not too much for beginners because it's kind of an investment, but the idea is, if you buy something that is not on season, the odds of you getting this item for a lower price are higher. So if you go, for example, now and try to buy a sweater, probably the sweaters are on sale. And on winter, if you buy bikinis, they're gonna be on sale too. So the idea is, if you have some money to invest on your business, you can buy it now to sell for a higher profit on the future. The other thing good about this is that the resellers that don't want to sit on their money for too long because they want the flow, they're not gonna buy those items. So you don't have that many competition, so you have a better opportunity to find more items for a good price without having too many resellers looking for the same item. Tip number 4 is something that I'm still learning. That is, sometimes trending is better than brand. It's easier for you to sell a tie-dye Hollister t-shirt than selling a plain white Lily Pulitzer shirt. So sometimes when you're doing online retail arbitrage, either if you're a reseller or if you're a buyer, you're gonna learn with experience the styles that you think you can quickly flip I'm gonna just give a quick example. I went to this closet the other day and they have 2 Banana Republic handbags, and they were like super simple. They were small, they weren't anything crazy, but they had the haunted pattern. And because of that, the next day they were sold out, and the buyer was actually asking for 30 bucks, and it wasn't brand new or anything. So if you have an idea of what's trending right now, especially if you can like make your closet all in a whole style where people can buy the shoe and the clothes and the accessories and everything on the same store, I think you are one step ahead of most of us. And also, I think you can flip cheap brands for a good price if they are trendy. Tip number 5 is something that I want to start doing when I have more inventory, but it's just to get your brand new with tag clothes that you don't think you can resell, and try to resell it to one website like ThreadUp, for example. And if you don't have a ThreadUp account, I'm gonna leave here my code for you to get a discount so you can check it out. But the idea is to sell either to ThreadUp or to Plato's Closet, or what I want to do is to make mystery boxes, but not to resell necessarily. Mystery boxes for regular people who wants regular clothes and want to, like, you know, make a cheap mystery box that I'm not gonna make too much more of what I paid for those clothes, but just to make something fun for people that want to like have a surprise on their lives. Tip number 6 is for you to look at the other areas of the website that you're buying and see if there's nothing that you can bundle to raise the price. So for example, I went to Macy's website, and I've just said that you shouldn't go to Macy's, but I went there. It's not because I wanted to do retail arbitrage, it's just because I had this dress that I wanted so badly. Whatever, you don't want to know about my dress. So I went to Macy's website to buy this dress, and then I saw a sweater that I'm gonna actually put here because it's not for sale, but I saw this sweater. And then I noticed that the first thing that they showed me there was that they were selling these socks too. So I thought this sweater would be so beautiful with these socks. And then I bought both. And you can do that in retail arbitrage too. You can buy something that is actually really cheap, like those socks that I was talking about, that I don't even think you guys call socks, but I'm gonna call socks. So you can buy those socks, and then you can buy the sweater and bundle them together, and then you have 2 prices that you can put them together and make it look like it's worth more. So that's the idea. Bundle and sell them together as a bundle. People save on shipping. People don't have to worry about buying 2 things separately. So it's awesome. Don't forget that they have to be the same size though. Tip number 7. This one I think most of us already do, but if you don't, you should start doing. You should have an email specifically for your reselling business, and you should start subscribing to the websites that you are buying stuff. And you should check your email frequently to see what are the sales that they are doing. Usually they send you an email, but also if you can, go to the website, because sometimes they have like flash sales, or you're gonna read the email and it's too late. So the tip is that to find a way for you to be aware of all the sales that you see, and if you have money to spend on inventory, try to check it every day. You're gonna see, you may find great sales and you may make lots of money out of it. And don't forget that free shipping and resellers are best friends. For tip number 8, I want to connect the tip number 7 and the tip number 8 because I think they're related. So the tip number 8 is, if there is a website that you buy frequently, then try to look for a way for you to save even more money. Sometimes, for example, they have those credit cards that you can make for the website, or you can use Rakuten. That if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna leave the link to the video here on the top, and I'm also gonna put here on the bottom my referral code. But basically, Rakuten is an extension that you can get cash back, so you can use Rakuten too to get some money back. And there are other ways that I talk on the video that I just told you about, but just look for ways for you to save money. Sometimes they have, like, for example, on Target, if you buy this item you get a gift card. So find ways to save money. Tip number 9 is for you that is not in quarantine anymore. Don't forget that when this is over, all the stores are going to be on clearance. Like, everything is gonna be on clearance. Some sites, they have free pickup on the store, and this is important because us as resellers, we go to Goodwill like every other day, and going to Goodwill, we have to go out anyway, right? So why not save on shipping if we can just go pick up the merchandise? And also it's a good opportunity for you to check the merchandise there on the store and see if there's any flaws, because brand new with tags with flaws, they don't sell for as much. So go to the store, pick up the clothes, check the clothes, and if there's something wrong, you can just bring it back. Tip number 10 is for you to try to analyze yourself and see if you don't know how to sell something that you're not selling. Sometimes there's something that you're so passionate about and you know the price and you know the brands and you know the value, but you never thought about reselling it. Online retail arbitrage has this thing. There is some areas that people are not buying as much of the stuff, and if you know a lot about something, maybe you should go there and look for websites that are selling those things for cheap and try to resell them, so you can see if it's not a new niche for you. Niche doesn't matter. And if you came this far, I'm gonna give you tip number 11, extra tip. Tip number 11 is use their stock photos. Unless you can like model your clothes, the brand new with tags, they sell much better when you're using stock photos. And if you're buying from a website, you already know where the stock photo is. So if you're gonna buy something, and I'm gonna advise you right now to do that before you press buy, and I'm gonna tell you why. But if you're buying on a website and they have stock photos, save those stock photos before you buy the merchandise, and then you can use those on your listings. I know that is not like legal, but it's not like you're a competition against the website. You have just one clothing. It's not like you're using to be rich. And the reason I tell you to do that before you buy it is because some websites, they take off the listing immediately after you buy the last one that is on stock, and it happened with me. If you're gonna use those, don't forget to disclaim on the listing that those are not your photos and you don't have the legal rights of them, because I think that's the minimum that you can do. And that's it for today. If you think this video was useful, please like, subscribe, and comment down below if you like the tips and if you have any other tip. Thank you so much for watching. Watch this video here next. That is my first video talking about online retail arbitrage, and I see you on the next video. Bye bye.